Cedar Springs, north from Grand Rapids. So, Michigan still, just higher up on the
I know
phone.
where you're at. I know exactly where you're at. I traveled that West Coast a lot.
Okay.
So have you ever done this before?
No. If I had, it was 5th grade, or it was at Gilmore's with a newer car.
Did you drive the cars at Gilmore?
Afraid not. Just got to ride.
They do have that there now, you know. They teach you how to drive and you get to drive them.
Ah.
Which is pretty cool, I think.
Well, now I found a way of driving one.
So this is 1914. This is 107 years old. They built over 15 million of these. And amazingly, there's a little over 1 million still registered as running.
Wow.
20 horsepower, 40 miles an hour, max speed.
Still, that's not
But
too
that
terrible.
was really fast then.
Right?
I mean, if you're driving a horse and buggy, what do you think the average speed of a horse and buggy is?
2, 3?
3. So you compare 3 to 40?
Right.
With a jet engine. Henry Ford was famous. You tell me, why was Henry Ford famous?
Well, he produced the the mass-produced assembly line.
Did he invent the car?
Sorry?
Did he invent the car?
No.
You know who did?
Mercedes, wasn't it?
Yep. His daughter's name was?
Don't know.
Mercedes? His last name was Benz. His daughter's name was Mercedes.
Oh, okay.
So that's where that came from.
Makes sense.
Why didn't they put windows in these cars?
That I do not know.
Because they're trying to cut the price down so the common man can afford to buy it.
Glass
Okay.
was super expensive to make.
It was. Plus it was dangerous.
Right.
And it would weigh the car down because it was extremely
Yeah.
heavy.
So the price of this car in 1914, about $500.
Oh, wow.
But the average man only made $5 a day.
Right.
Probably the hardest part about it back then was there was no financing.
Right.
It was cash on the barrel. That's pretty hard to do back then.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm going to take you back to 1909 when the first Model T came out. Let's pretend that you guys are sitting at the breakfast table and you open up the newspaper and it says, Henry Ford, resident of Detroit, Michigan, is going to build a horseless carriage that'll take you 40 miles an hour. What's your first thought?
No way.
This guy's crazy. No.
Right?
But you think about it for a while and you say, let's get one. Now, how would you order a car if you lived in Grand Rapids?
When you order it out of a catalog,
Yeah.
But how would you order it out of a catalog?
It would be by mail.
Mail or telegraph?
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay. A week later, you get a telegraph or letter back that says it's built and ready for delivery. How do you get it?
they either bring it to you or you go to get it yourself.
How would that happen? On what?
The train,
There you
I
go.
think.
Train or
On the
drive
train.
it back.
Probably the train. So it arrives at your village, and the whole village is standing there waiting to see this horseless carriage that'll go 40 miles an hour.
Yep.
They lower it onto the ground. It comes with an instructor. He shows you how to drive it, and he says, "You understand?" So I do. He gets on the train, and as he's leaving, he shouts out the window, "Don't forget, you gotta get gas." Where do you buy gas?
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
People use kerosene, right?
Right.
It's a derivative of kerosene.
Oh, okay.
And you buy it at the hardware store.
So you,
It's something to think about.
yeah.
In 1909, the first Model T was built. You only can buy one color. Do you know what that color is?
Black.
Fire engine red.
Really?
1910, green. 1911, blue. 1912, gray. 1913, beige. Am I surprising you?
Yes.
Okay, so that, the first 5 years they made color. That's when they built them by hand. And they built, one guy would build the whole car.
Okay.
It took almost the whole day. Then, as assembly line starts in 1914. He goes all black. Why did he go all black all of a sudden?
Easier.
You get more of them done if you did them in one color than if you did them in different colors.
That's probably part of it. But another big part of it was cheapest paint to buy.
Oh, okay.
That makes,
And you're trying to lower the price again.
Yep.
And it makes sense. But in 1926 and 27, he brings the colors back because of his wife. His wife says, Henry, women are starting to drive. They don't like black. They like colors. Henry brought the colors back. Sales went up.
That makes sense.
It doesn't make sense. You waving at you or waving at me?
You.
So what do you do in Grand Rapids?
I actually run a pizza place.
So I'm going to ask you this, because your job you can't do. What do you think about all these people that are working online from home? You think this is a good idea?
No.
I don't think it's a good idea.
I think the mixing of people and ideas is how this country got involved and how everyone gets to know each other.
It's all social skills too.
Yep.
So I had somebody in the car and I said, I like to work online. I go, well, why do you work online? You know what his answer was? Because I can snack whenever I want. Oh my God. Plus this, is this going to be scary if we have a bunch of empty buildings all over the place?
Oh yeah.
That scares me.
Even at where my place is, it's in a mall, and I still look around waiting to see places disappear. We live in a small town where half the town's usually empty anyway.
Are you having trouble finding employees?
Not recently, but yes, we were for a little bit. No, I'm a guy that has a reputation of being pretty nice most of the time, so.
Oh, what kind of a reputation is that?
I know, right?
I hate to say this. Did you notice that a lot of people are just out for themselves?
Oh, all the time.
It's like, what are we doing?
Yeah. No. I would rather help people than cause them anything.
I agree. Well, I hope you enjoyed the ride.
Oh, very much. Thank you.
We settled some of the world's problems.
And I wish it was all that easy.
I know, I do.